been a light in my day for real.
I brought that up on purpose. All right, my belly full. Let me go chat with my Bahamian sister Tia. Please excuse the noise. But today, we decided to take our babies to Marvel's Kids Museum, and we found ourselves sharing stories about growing up in our culture. When we used to have to get up on Saturday, and I mean bright and early on Saturday
Y'all
morning.
had to get up early on Saturday morning too.
Every Saturday, get up and clean my house.
Go to the wash house.
I was like, what? We have to get up
Hold on.
Monday through Friday.
Y'all had to hang out clothes on the line.
No, hold on. We didn't. Well, see, we grew up in Brooklyn, so
Oh yeah.
we didn't grow up back home. So
Yeah.
when we got up, we had to get up like 6 o'clock in the morning because she had to beat everybody else to the laundromat.
Because you had to get the good wash.
We had to go fight for the washers and the dryers. We had to go get everything done. She used to be like, when I was y'all age, when I was young, I used to have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Get all of the chores them done by 12 o'clock. I had the rest of my day. Y'all blasted hard by children.
No, I mean we had to do the same thing regardless of. I don't care. Mommy Saturday, you had to be at 5 o'clock in the morning washing clothes, hanging out clothes, and to this day, I don't like folding clothes. I don't like washing
I
clothes.
thought I was the only one. I kid you not, Tia. I would. No, Tia, I will wash the clothes, I will dry the clothes, and I will fold them. And do you know they sit right in a basket? I have a basket about this high with clean laundry.
At least use full of. I just have baskets full of clean clothes because I am scarred for life.
I thought I was the
And
only one.
No, because you ain't had to just wash the clothes. You had to tote the clothes to the laundry.
Yes, and we
To the
had
wash
the
house.
shopping cart. We used to have in Brooklyn. That's the thing. In New York, you have a shopping cart.
Yeah.
So you had to pile everything in these big garbage trash bags and take it 2 blocks around the corner to go get everything. Fight for quarters out of the machine.
I'm telling you, wash them
don't miss
clothes, hang them clothes, and because towels and stuff, they had to go on the line. They had to feel the heat of the sun. Would the heat of the sun and the heat of the dryer gonna do any difference? And then you had to iron the clothes because you couldn't have clothes just sitting in the basket.
We don't have to do that part.
So in the Bahamas or in the Caribbean, you have to wear uniform. So we had to wear uniform. So you had to iron everybody, the oldest person, you had to iron everybody uniform.
Wow.
And so uniform had to be ironed. I mean, clothes, sheets, and curtains had to be
iron?
ironed. Yes, girl.
I lucked out then because we were raised in Brooklyn, so we didn't have to go through all of that. But I do remember the whole ironing thing. Like, Daddy was real strict about going outside, like leaving the house without your shirt. Oh, you going outside with your shirt? The shirt ain't even pressed.
No.
And then see, he was military, so for him, the jeans had to have crease in it.
That ain't
Where you going with that
military.
masha pants?
That ain't military, that's that culture in him.
But see, I'm scared because I thought it was.
No.
I was like, oh, it's just the life of a guy, and he's not knowing it's all across the Caribbean.
All across the Caribbean, because
Wow.
I have a friend from Barbados. They talk about the same thing. I have
Wow.
a friend from, you from Guyana, and then I have another one. Where is she from?
Probably the Virgin Islands.
Virgin
All over.
It's the same thing. I mean, the food is the same thing. It's just probably a different name.
Yes.
But we all eat the same thing. We all grow up the same way. We all was disciplined the same way.
Wait
You
a
better don't
minute.
call no old person by her first name.
Yes,
And
it's Mrs. This and Mrs. That. No, this is
oh, that's
Eileen.
your auntie.
What?
And I'm your real auntie, but because you have to have respect.
Respect, that's right.
Auntie so and so. I
They
mean,
used to say manners. I'm gonna teach you manners. I remember one morning I think we went out of town to go visit some cousins in like New Jersey or something like that. And I would never forget when they were trying to teach us when you walk into a room, you're supposed to speak. And the thing of it is, they don't say that ahead of time. You're just supposed to figure it out.
No, you're supposed to know it.
Yes. So I remember waking up and coming downstairs and walking into the kitchen. Everybody was eating. Here, Daddy.
So me
What
and
you supposed to
sleep
say?
together.
Yeah. What
Me
you
and you
supposed to
sleep
say
together.
when you walk into a room? And do you know they made me go in and out of that room about 5 times
Until
before
you got it.
Yeah, and I was like, I mean, I'm grateful for it. Don't get me wrong, but I was like, man, cut us a little bit of slack, man.
No, I really appreciate it because I
Yeah.
look at kids today and they walk in the room and they say, hey, it's for horses. Me and
Wait,
you
that
ain't
used to
grow
be
up
licks?
together.
Licks.
Like, or they be like, they just walk in the room
And don't say
and they
anything.
don't speak. I mean, you had to walk in a house. You had to say good morning,
Yes.
good evening,
Yes.
good night. You had to acknowledge every adult in the house.
Yes.
Don't let somebody come over to the house to talk to your parents
And you don't
and
speak.
you don't speak and then vacate the premises. Because if they could see you through the corner of their eye,
That means you're
and-
supposed to speak. Acknowledge them.
no, you got to leave, acknowledge, and then leave. Children should
Not
never
be-
be in adult conversation.
Yes.
You should never repeat
Yes.
what I say. They will and embarrass you.
My mother was
Girl.
the one. She used to tell us all the time, you want me to embarrass you in front of everybody? That caught me in check. These kids nowadays don't understand discipline because we got discipline. We got discipline with a stare. We got discipline by mommy, and
Yes.
when daddy get home, you're getting it again.
You had that look. And Miss Eileen down the road could beat you. And then you
Yes.
come home and then you
Mommy
get
gonna
beaten
beat you,
again.
and daddy
then
gonna beat you. And if you catch her on a good week, if she remembered it a week later, you're getting licks again. Wow. But yeah,
it's so funny that, I mean,
it's a huge
miles
difference.
apart.
Yeah.
And once you have that culture in you, once you have that West
Yeah.
Indian, once
Yeah.
you have that embedded in you,
Yeah.
that don't go nowhere. Because
No.
my son is be like, seriously, like,
Seriously, boy,
I'm
they
like,
don't.
boy, don't let me slap you.
But they don't understand how they have it made.
No.
They really do. I like the fact that I appreciate what my parents did. I could say that now.
I appreciate it now.
Yeah, but then
back
I was like, man, they being so harsh.
why my mommy show up to my prom with curlers in her hair
What?
and her robe on?
Oh no.
Because it was embarrassed.
Oh no.
Girl,
My mother used to
Caribbean
say-
parents don't know no limit to embarrassment.
No, for what?
And to them, you will be 35 and they
I
don't
always
care.
mother. I don't care how grown you get. I is always mother.
That's
Yes, you
always-
are. But you have to understand, I'm an adult now.
No, child. Adults, you will always be a child in a Caribbean parent's
Yes.
eyes. They come to your house
Yes.
and they rearrange your furniture. They clean your house. They tell you what to do. And
It don't matter.
And they see nothing wrong with that, but that's that culture.
Yeah, and but you know what? It does come from a good place.
Yeah.
That much we can
Yeah.
appreciate. I like the fact
Yeah.
that they don't mean any harm. It's just
No.
it's family. It's a true meaning of family. We're here for you regardless of. Yes, I know you grown, and yes, we should release a little bit, but when it's
No.
all said and done, I name mother.
No, family in the Caribbean is family.
Yeah.
I don't care where you from in the Caribbean,
Yeah.
family is family.
That's
If you
right.
have nothing to eat,
Yes.
and me and you is sister or cousin or third and fourth
Yes.
cousin,
If I have it,
and
you
I have it, you have it,
Yep.
and bring your entire family. I say that
Yes.
all the time, you
Yeah.
know. If I was in the Bahamas or if I was somewhere and I could take my entire family for Sunday dinner and all us
Everybody
only
has
eat.
it, yes.
And don't forget, we gonna tote our plate.
What?
Cause we came home
I'm packing my plate
with our
first.
food to go. But we all gonna eat, and the thing about
Yeah.
it is, they not judging you. They not
Yeah.
chastising you. They
Yeah.
don't care about
No, you
that.
don't have money for
Family
this,
is
this,
family.
no.
Food is food.
Yes.
If I have, you have.
Yes.
And they gonna give you regardless. And that's
Yes.
one thing I honestly cherish about that culture.
Yeah.
Is it's not like over here. It's not like in America where every
Everybody
man
is
is
for
for themselves.
themselves, yes.
No. And in the
And it
Caribbean,
shouldn't be like that.
no. If your neighbor got sugar, you got sugar.
Come,
Because
you
they
want
gonna
food
get-
I cook? Come and cook. Come
you
get
gonna
some
get
food.
it.
Yes.
They gonna give it to you.
Yes.
And food, that's another topic. That's
Listen,
dear
you
to our
cannot.
hearts.
There is no comparison. I'm not knocking at other cultures, but there is no comparison to the dishes and the foods that we
eat.
I love it. Like my children, I make sure I try to expose them to that.
Yeah, I do the same.
Like the first time they had curry, and mind you, I ain't make the spicy curry because when we were growing up, I remember when they were trying to train our taste buds to make the spicy curry, and we coughing with each bite. Don't waste it.
But you better eat all that food on that plate.
You sniffling.
Yes. Cup of water. Eat that food. Don't waste food. And this used to be the story. You know how many children is starving in Africa?
Ain't got nothing to eat in Africa.
Y'all got it
Throw
good.
food away.
You don't waste food. Y'all got it good.
Yeah.
What? My two, when I try to introduce them to curry for the first time, and it wasn't spicy, it was a mild one. And mommy, it's spicy on my tongue. It's spicy. I said, no, it's not spicy, baby. I said, it's just a lot of flavor.
Yeah.
And I refuse to not let them get it. But now they love it. They will kill for some curry.
And I feel like regardless of where you now live or where you plant yourself, your children should still be exposed to that culture. They should still have a part of that in them.
Yes.
And that's why it was so important for me to send my son home so that he could experience that. And that's something you should never take away from your children because it's so different. And not only will they appreciate where you come from or appreciate the culture, but they would see how good they have it over here. They would appreciate that, oh my goodness, people still do this or people still live like this or, you know, because it is so different and you appreciate the simple things in life. And that's what that culture is all about. It's the simple things in life.
That is definitely my heart, and I know that's from our roots, and I honestly do appreciate that. You remember when even though we never went hungry, thank God, but you remember when we used to have simple dinner was what? Tea and bread. Mommy used to bake bread. And I remember on any given Saturday morning, we could wake up and she was baking bread. And we would fight. Mind you, she made enough for all of us, but we would fight and run and get that bread and put that butter on it and it would melt. And then it's not complete unless you had that nice hot cup of tea.
I don't care how much steak, even though I don't eat steak, but steak and I don't lobster. No, give me a cup of tea and a slice of baked homemade bread, and I am great.
Yes.
You ain't gotta worry about me.
That used to be dinner many nights.
Go to bed, but at least you won't go into bed hungry.
Never.
But that's the best meal in the world.
And she always used to say, if nothing, drink a hot cup of tea. For what? To kill the gas. To kill the gas on your stomach.
Well, no. In the Caribbean, you know, tea cures everything. Mommy, I bucked my toe. Okay, hold on. Let me go make you a cup of tea. Mommy, I got a headache. Oh, hold on. Let me go make you a cup of tea. When she used to come in from work, that was my chore. I was assigned to make her a cup of tea. Seriously?
A cup of tea every night. Yes.
And now I can't. In the morning, the first thing I want is tea.
A cup of tea.
Hot tea.
Yes.
It's like,
because it like there's a lot of truth to it. They weren't just saying it just because it kills the gas on your stomach. You got to remember, you sleeping all night, you ain't eat.
Yeah.
You know, you got all that gas buildup and all the acids.
I don't care what nobody say. Tea cures a lot.
Everything.
And then see, we had to drink bush medicine, bush tea, bush medicine. You had to go outside, pick your stuff. And that's what we was drinking. But
we didn't get sick.
And that's what I was just about to say.
We didn't get sick. We didn't miss school a lot because of stuff like that. So there's a lot of truth to it. Yeah, we didn't understand it fully then. But wait, speaking of getting sick, did your mother do it like if one person, if she so much as hair or sneeze, she used to line all of us up and give us what?
Cod liver oil, castor oil.
Yes.
We had Cersei. Oh my goodness.
I hated that. Epsom salt. You remember that?
Yes.
Which one? If you had to choose any of Epsom salt, castor oil, cod liver oil wasn't the worst, but if you had to senna, Cersei, which one? Me either. But if you had to choose any one of them, which one would you drink?
That's hard, Patrice.
Honestly, I would automatically rule out Epsom salt. That was like a slow. That was a slow torture.
No.
That was slow
I
torture.
think I'll take Cersei any day. Yeah, I'll take Cersei.
Yeah. I think I would agree with that one. Because castor oil.
castor oil. I don't like it. Like it sit on your chest, man.
And then
You
just
mean-
when you thought you were finished with it, you turn around and you burp.
And you burp and all
And all
that
of it come up.
No, give me Cersei
No.
any day.
I
If
would
have
drink
to
that or
choose.
Senna. Yeah, I would drink
If
any
I
one
have
of
to
those.
choose, but I mean, it's just.
It's a huge difference. They just
And you
don't
know,
understand.
you ain't had no McDonald's and
What?
Wendy's
What?
and Burger King.
No, you were. As a matter of fact, that was considered a treat.
That
if
was
you got
a
it.
treat considered. And that was what, once every blue moon?
KFC. Who we hate KFC? No, that used to be our
That was
treat.
once every blue moon.
No, because
But
that
you-
ain't food.
No,
To
you
us, it's
had
not
cooked
food.
substance food.
Yes.
Either your mommy cook, your Grammy cook, somebody cook, and you gonna eat that rice. You gonna
The
eat
whole plate is rice.
that. Don't lie, man.
rice was the main course.
Rice was a delicacy.
Yes. Rice and then something. Like I try to teach them what we mean by the word stew. Mommy, what's stew? I said, I literally had to
did
sit
you
and think about it.
explain that?
I don't even remember. I remember saying stew. And it was like, what's stew? I said the topping that goes on top of the rice. And I just left it at that. But
Wow.
they have no idea the way that they eat. Like if we were out on the street, thank you, baby. If we were out on the street and we came in as we got older, and they asked, excuse me, and they asked, did you eat? You have food? Yeah, I had McDonald's. That ain't food. I mean, in the American term, it's food because it's something to eat, but it's not like, you know what, they don't understand when we say food, they actually mean it's not a meal.
Yeah. And I mean, breakfast.
Yes.
Breakfast in the Caribbean before you went to school was not cereal.
No.
It was not
It was always
Pop-Tarts.
something like porridge.
Y'all had porridge.
Porridge. We had
Cornmeal.
yes, we had corn flour pop, we call it. We had sago. We had even cream of wheat. Cream of wheat. What with some sugar and some canned milk?
And some bread. Don't forget the bread.
Yes.
Because you had to take the bread and scoop the bowl.
And a cup of tea.
And a cup of tea.
A hot
But
cup of tea.
that's breakfast.
That's breakfast, yeah.
substance. That's like they say, it gotta stick to your gut.
Yes.